deciding that I'm falling out with everyone. You all made me stay out late last night. I think you're very childish, and that's the end of the matter. Am I tired? Am I flipping tired? 3:30 in the morning, I got back from the Love Boat. 3:30 a.m. 3:30 a.m. I was only going to have 1 pint. I said to Kat, I'll be 5 minutes. 5 minutes, that's all I said. Late night, Mark Brooks has just said. 3:30 a.m. Now, I know you're all thinking it's quite funny, but I am actually turning into an alcoholic now. I think the first thing is admitting you've got a problem. You couldn't make it up. Hey, and to top it all, I said to Kat, I'm going on a diet, because I watched myself jumping in off here, off this thing here, watched myself jumping off here naked. I thought, flipping flip-flops. I thought, I have got big. And I'm not talking about down yonder. I'm talking about I've got a fat ass, a fat gut, and I said to Kat, this is no word of a lie, as true as I sit here on this old seat, I said to Kat, that's it, I'm going on a diet. I'm gonna just not eat all chocolate. I'm not gonna drink so much. I said, I've got to be sensible. I've got 2 kids there that I'm supposed to be setting an example of. I said, that's it, I'm going on a diet. She said, all right, I don't believe you. I said, no, Kat, I am going to go on a diet. I said, I am. Then I get a phone call, which was a nice phone call, to be fair. I had a phone call from a very dear friend of mine, Rob Rose. Are you watching, Rob? Is Rob watching? I bet he ain't. I bet he's tucked up in bed. Because Rob was in bed at 3:30 in the morning, but Dax wasn't. Neither was Uncle Bruce. And Uncle Bruce never had his listening ears on. Did he? So I get a phone call from Rob Rose. And he said, open the gate. I said, what do you mean open the gate? He said, I'm at your gate. He said, I've got something for you. I said, what you got? He said, I've got some essential supplies for you. I said, I'm on a diet, Rob. Well, Rob's only gone and filled the flipping bar up again, hasn't he, guys? Hey, what a lovely, lovely, lovely man. And then he brought Kat. Oh, then someone else turned up and brought me 2 of them. Real ale. Real ale, look. They brought me that. And I looked over there and I've got 2 bottles of port sitting there as well. I thought, how on earth am I going to lose weight with people keep bringing me up essential shopping like that? And that's my question to you. So I said to Kat, I'm going to go on a diet. I've got to try and lose some weight. I've been good today. That is 0 on 0. Just under 0. I might have to readjust that. Oh, I want to go that way. 0. So this is the moment of truth. That's... Tell me what it's on, because I've had to put my camera down. I think it says 100. Does it say 100? I can't see over there. I think it says 100. Now that is 100. What is that? Oh, let's have a look. 100. 100. 100. It was on there, I reckon. 100. That's 100 kilograms. No, that was 100. It wasn't 101. It was 100. I'm going to do it again. I reckon the old scales are lying. Yeah, look, they've tweaked up a bit. So if I turn that back a bit, they are, that's bang on now, right? Tell me that ain't gone past. I'm going to stand up straight. That's what I'm going to do. Right, guys. Tell me what that is. So, 15.9 stone. Is that what I am? So last time I weighed myself, I think I was 15 stone. Obviously I've got to take my glasses off. They must weigh a little bit. I'm not going to strip off naked. 101. 101. Is that actually in stone? Let me see. Is that 15? That's nearly 16 stone then, is it? Cat? Cat? How much do you think I weigh?
17 stone.
What'd you say? How much do you think I weigh? Hey up, Papa. Hey up, come out. Dad'll get you. 17 stone. I weigh 100 kilograms.
Right.
All right, darling. I weigh 100 kilograms. 16 stone. I weigh 50. Eh? That's better.
Yeah, because I thought you weighed 17.
Make sure you put some clothes on. I'm doing a Facebook Live here. How did you know I was doing a Facebook Live? You look lovely.
I didn't know you were doing Facebook Live.
All right, baby. All right.
Otherwise I would have put a
Oh, that's a fishy. It's a fishy. Let's turn it out there. Cat, so I actually weigh...
Yeah. A stone less than I thought.
You thought I weighed more?
Yeah, I thought you weighed 17 stone.
Well, I've just said to them that I'm on a diet. It doesn't matter if I put them on there like that, does it? Or does it matter?
No, that's alright. We'll do it.
Alright, Bubba. So, Rob brought me, well, he didn't buy me them. He bought Cat that. He brought Cat them. Yeah. Hang on, darling. Hang on, darling. Oh. You are ideal weight. Ha!
Who's the butt?
Yeah, there's people like this cat, look. Ian Stanley Wilson, you're right. But someone else, Luke Perkins, love boat tonight, mate. See? And I told you that it's not my fault, didn't I? And I'm getting egged on. All right, that's... Cat's got her pyjamas on. Anyway. So, not only did Rob bring cats and flowers. Where are they gone? Cats and flowers. Oh, they're in here. He brought the kids a load of eggs, a load of chocolate.
That's not sock. That's a boot. It's a baby boot.
Look, I've hid them in here. Look. He brought all the chocolate. Look.
Yes, darling. Yeah, want to go to the toilet? Come on, then.
Bubba. Hey, oh, look how she's had it there. So how on earth can I diet? Oh, look at her. What's she looking at?
Oh, it's a baby.
How can I diet with all that beer and that lot, cat? The only thing I can do, basically, is give it to Bruce. Yeah? It's what? Yeah, well, how come he don't put any weight on? He's flipping skinny as anything. Hey?
He's 9 years younger than you.
Hey, Bruce. Is he 9 years younger than me? So, tomorrow... Is he 9 years younger than me? How old am I?
You will be
46.
48 this year.
47, so I'm 47. See, I kept thinking that I was 40... Something or other, 48.
You see all the baby fish again?
Where?
Well, I'm asking if they're out because they were out earlier. I was watching them.
Out in the sun.
You okay? You be careful.
I'm the same, 13 stone since my teens. It's the pizzas. Mick Davenport just said it's the pizzas.
Well, they don't have that. I've only just...
Bruce does all the work. Bruce does all the work. You're having a laugh. I do all the mentally work.
That doesn't help your waistline for thinking, does it?
Kat, you're supposed to be on my side here.
I am on your side, but I'm a realist.
Look at that beast. So tomorrow, Kat, I haven't told you this yet, but tomorrow I'm going to fish on this lake here.
Okay?
Is that right with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Here he is. Here's Rob Rose. You don't have to drink it. Save it for after the lockdown. Really, Rob? Really? Oh, I love you, Rob. You're such a lovely man. Any cat.
He is.
Say thanks to him for the flowers.
I do. Thank you, Rob.
So really, I should have had the flowers and Cat should have had all the cider and beer and that lot. Not only, I'll say another thing. Not only did Rob...
Come on then, let's get you off.
I'll come and get your hand in a minute, Cat. I'll only be 5 minutes.
I know.
No, I will be 5 minutes. I'm not going to sit here all night chatting away, am I?
Hold them. Come on then.
Not only, I forget what I was going to blooming say now. Not only. Oh yeah, not only. That's what I was going to say, Rob. Not only did Rob bring all the cider and beer and God knows what else, he also gave me 20 quid. I said, what's the 20 quid for? He said, I bet you 20 quid. He said it on air. I'll give you 20 quid if you jump off of this jetty into the lake naked. And I didn't actually see that comment on there. So bless his cotton socks, he come up, he gave me 20 quid, and he also spent a fortune on beer and cider and that lot for me. So, yeah. Oh, that's another thing I was going to tell you. I've had a bit of a depressing day today, really. Mark Rouse has just... I've only just got back not that long ago, Mark. So I bumped into Mark Rouse, who's just commented on there. And I went to Aldi, to the shop. And I have not been out for a long time. And I'll tell you what, mate, it was flipping depressing. I'll tell you what's annoyed me a little bit. I've gone out, and I'll tell you what, all I've done is come from here straight to the shops. That's all I've done. Right now, I don't know where everything is on the shop, in the shelves and all of that sort of stuff. So it took me forever. In there, I've got a massive shopping basket full of it all, because we couldn't get a lot of stuff, and we need to give the kids nice fresh fruit and stuff like that. Anyway, I've driven there, only in... Where is the shop, Mark? It's the other side of Rushden, isn't it? Aldi. Near where Mel Baxter's old place is, Higgins, opposite Higgins. In, I don't know the name of the place. The shop was empty, yeah, the shop... No, there was stuff in the shop. So last time I went to the shop, there was nothing in there. You couldn't even get toilet rolls and all that jazz. But the point I'm going to make, I drove past Stannick Lakes, not the fishery Stannick Lakes, where they go bike riding and, you know, all the way around there. I've never seen so many people on the road. I went past a park. It's everyone's all socialising. No one's socially distancing themselves. I could not, but Earthlinborough, that's the one, Earthlinborough. Thanks, Barry. I've never seen so many people out. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. There were people everywhere. So when I went to the shop, it was, you know, they're all doing their bit in there, or most of the people was, and it was quite good. I went and there wasn't a lot of people in there. So Rob told me to go up there later on in the day, which I did. I listened to his advice, and there weren't a lot of people in there. But I'll tell you what, there was people everywhere. No, there was kids everywhere on the skate park in Rushden when I drove past that bit there. Because I had to go and get Bruce some tobacco. I swear that was a roach. I swear I just see a roach. A little roach just in there. But I just don't think people are getting the gist of this. And I'll tell you something now, I think. What day is it today? Saturday, isn't it? I think we're in for a big surprise, a big shock. I don't think they're going to... I think they'd be crazy to let people... Exactly, Brett. I think they'll be crazy to let people get out and about anymore. I really, really, really do. People aren't listening. People aren't listening. I am. Honestly, I've not been out at all. People are not listening whatsoever. And because of that, because they're not listening and they're not acting sharp, I said to you up here yesterday, I can make this work up here 100%. I've got no problems with that. And my priority is keeping you guys safe and vice versa. I don't want to catch any bugs and stuff like that. And I'm telling you something now, this lockdown ain't finishing Sunday. That ain't finished. They ain't gonna. They'd be stupid to. I'll be perfectly honest with you. If they, and I need the money like anyone else does. But I'm telling you now, I think they'll be stupid to let people do what they want to do again, and that includes fishing as well. And that's my honest opinion of that. And I need the money, but I don't want. I need to look after my family. My family are more important to me than money. I can go and catch a... Well, I can try and catch a trout. I can go and catch some of these fish. And I can live off the land. Literally, I'm not kidding you. I can live off the land. So if I want something to eat, I can get out here. We've got vegetables growing. We've got chickens. We've got eggs. I've got more meat than I could ever want. I've got fresh fish. But I'm telling you now, so I can, whatever happens, I can make things work. But I feel sorry for you guys that are actually staying at home, behaving yourselves and that lot, and listening to what people are saying. And these idiots out there, mate, are just knackering it up for the whole country. Not for Northamptonshire or Bedfordshire, the whole bloody country. And that is why they won't let people out again. Won't happen till July. They will ruin it for the likes of us. Exactly my exact point, Mark. Dax, after I dropped off your essential supplies when I drove past Urchin's Country Park, the road was full of cars. I've been in for 8 weeks. Won't be fishing till June. I can't see it happening. I cannot honestly see it happening. I haven't been out only for the essentials. They are selfish twats. It really hasn't sunken in. And because of these people over this weekend, they are going to screw it up for the likes of you guys. And I feel so sorry for you lot. I really do. I really, really, hand on heart do. Because you lot are all behaving yourselves. They ain't going to ease it, Harry. And Harry... So, Harry Breeze, young Harry's just said, apparently lockdown is still going to happen, but they are going to ease it a bit. My opinion to the government is do not ease it, because if they ease it a bit, look what's going on now. If they ease it a bit, mate, it's just going to spike again. Everyone's been, well, not everyone, most people have been behaving themselves, but I'm telling you something now, today, it's just like, I just couldn't believe it. I just could not believe how many people were out and about. Showed out exactly. V-Day alone showed how selfish people are. Well, that was my next breath, Ian. Dax for Prime Minister. I disagree with that. I think we should get Bruce as Prime Minister. But you ain't going to be coming fishing, guys. I can't see that happening. Really can't. And I'll tell you something now. Chaps. If they do say, yes, you can go fishing or whatever they do on Sunday, I am going to be so strict up here, it is unbelievable. To the point, if people don't like it, they do not have to come up here. But I will promise you one thing, if people don't abide to my rules up here with the social distancing, they will never be coming up here again. That is a fact. It's England for you. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Exactly that. Exactly. Clamp it down harder. Exactly. That's my thoughts. I think we're all singing on the same hymn sheet here. And I want you guys to come up fishing. I want to meet some of you. Some of you says that you're going to be coming up. And that lot I haven't even met. You know, I know I've got my regulars and that, but I'd like to meet some of you guys. I was just saying to Rob earlier on, there's a big fish over there. A very, very, very big fish. Very wide and very long. And a deep belly on him. That fish there. Very big fish. Dax, are you opening from Sunday? Seriously, Craig? Seriously. No, Craig, I will not be opening up Sunday, mate. My phone has been non-stop ringing. When are you opening up? When are you opening? When are you opening up? Guys, if you're watching this, I am not going to open up. So, I don't mean to be rude to you guys, but I'm not going to open up until the government say it's okay. And when I do open it up, there ain't going to be a free-for-all up here. I'm telling you that now. It's going to be very strict, and I'm strict anyway, but it will be strict, and I will insist that there's social distancing. I can make it work, but it's not down to me when we can open up. It's not down to me, it's down to the government, and that. I will, Dax, but we'll need to find accommodation. I think it's a month or two, should be okay, Dax. Do you know what? It's not going to be okay. This is the whole thing. It's not going to be okay. People think that it's going to... I was having this conversation with Martin. And Just come on. Okay, sorry. You're right. Okay, Craig. Yeah, so what I was saying, Craig... I've been out shopping today, mate. And it's as though nothing's ever happened. It's though nothing's happened at all in the last 6 weeks, because it's just been a free-for-all. Everyone's out sunbathing. The parks are full of kids, all like not just 2 kids together. It's like a dozen kids together playing on the swings and playing on skateboard thing. That thing over there was unbelievable. I was just totally shell-shocked, and because of the selfishness of people, this lockdown is going to continue for a very long time, because even if the government say, all right, yeah, you can go fishing, or yeah, you can go and do this, or this, that and the other, this virus has not gone away. Okay, I have not been listening to the news, because it makes me upset. I'll be perfectly honest with you. It really does. It's quite upsetting to me. I live in my own bubble. I always have done, believe it or not. I look round here, I shut my gate, and I'm in my own bubble. And a lot of people said that. People have said I'm very narrow-minded. They can say what they want. I'm not interested in football. I'm interested in what I'm interested in, and that's this. And that's why I've built my life around it and put every single penny I have into this. And I'm not going to see it be thrown away just for the sake of money. But the point I'm making is this virus isn't going away. If they say, yes, you can come outside and that lot and start carrying on a little bit of normality, there ain't going to be normality for a long time, because this virus has not gone away, and it ain't going away either. They've got no vaccine for it, as far as I'm aware. So the news is just propaganda, Dax. You're better off that way. Mate, that's why I don't watch it. We have a park at the rear of our home. The police, I'm really trying to read this, the police are called at least 3 times a day to clear the use. So I can't read all these comments on it, but basically, Stannick Lakes, not the fishing lakes. I just want to clarify that, not the fishing lakes. I don't know what's going on behind there at all. It's not my business at all. But the other Stannick Lakes further up the road towards Rawns, there's like a country park, Stannick Lakes. I want to get that fact right. I'm not talking about the fishery Stannick Lakes. I'm talking about the country park Stannick Lakes. There was a police car there, and I'm not kidding you, there was cars parked all the way up the road. Up the bloody road. There was a police car there trying to get them to not go in there. They were parking up, driving everywhere. There was people I felt so sorry for the copper. I really felt sorry. Well, I mean, these guys are on the front line. They're having to deal with freaking idiots, putting their lives at risk. They've got families, they've got young kids and that. It just makes my blood boil. I'll tell you what, I ain't going out the gates. I'm not going to go out the gates again. I'm not going to. I had to go out today. I didn't have to, but to be honest with you, I wanted to see what it was like in this bloody scary, big, real world. And it is bloody scary. Really scary. I had a mask on, I had gloves on. I've got this anti-bac stuff that I can put on my hand. My hands are, look how dry my hands are. Through keep washing them and that lot. And yeah, unbelievable. Very true, Dax. My son lives in Germany, and the German people seem to be far better as following the government. Oh. Hello, Bubba. Hey up, you. You are noisy. Hey up. What are you doing? Oh, cat, they're so cute. I know, I'm not going to. My girls have just run out stark naked. They take after me. The problem is no people have respect for the law. Policing is so soft in this country. I agree. The police are patrolling the fisheries near where I live. Where do you live, Con? It seems that some people in the UK don't believe that the rules apply to them. In Cumbria, but I've got this fishery in my visit list. Me and Kat used to go to Cumbria. Hey, get out. Cat. Cat. Oh no. I can't show you. Oh no. Cat. Oh my God, I can't even show you. Oh, they're so cute. Hang on, I can show you like that. Look, these two are stark naked. Absolutely going, oh no, oh no, oh no. Hello, Bubba. Hey, Scarlett. Scarlett. Hello. Oh dear. Are northerners welcome? No, I'm sorry. That's one thing we will not tolerate up here is northerners. Of course you're welcome. It's a generation thing. No one respects discipline anymore. No, Wolverhampton. Okay. Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, on a cheery note, I'm not going to keep going on about that, but it quite upset me, I'll be honest with you. In two facts, I'll just quickly say this last bit about it. Two facts, and then we'll draw a line underneath that. The fact is, I feel sorry for the people, the decent people that are abiding by all the rules and that lot. And I know I have a laugh and a joke and act like a dick sometimes and stuff like that. That's just me, I suppose, and that. But I believe I believe in respect and respecting others and stuff like that. But there's no respect out there. I tell you, no respect for the poor old police or the people, the doctors and all them lot. There's just no respect for it at all. And I ask a fisher. I do act like a goat. But I'm a strong. But I always have worked hard, and I've always played hard. Always have, and I always will. Well, not for much longer if I don't lose weight. Anyway, what I'm going to do tomorrow, because it's going to be nice weather tomorrow, I'm going to probably fish peg 1 over there. Spoke to Bruce. We've got to do some work in the morning, but I don't want to do a Facebook Live too late. I'm gonna fish. Hi Elliot. I'm gonna fish tomorrow, probably midday, and it might go on a bit, so you can chop in and chop out, or you can watch it all the way through. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and catch some of these big fellas out here. I'm gonna have 2 carp rods out, which are already set up, which I can go over to you in 2 seconds and go and show you that, if Kat don't mind. And I've just sat here and I've just put like half a bucket. That's a big bucket. I put half, or just over half, just under half a bucket out. And I'll show you the setup. Hello, Bubba. Hello.
So she found something out of the board?
No, but she might have done actually. She has done. What have you done? Yes, she has. She has thrown something over there. And I ain't jumping in the lake. Here he is. Here's trouble. Look, he won't have a lot to say for himself now. He did have a lot to say for himself last night, didn't he? Lights coming on. I forgot to put them on. Hang on. Have you got your listening ears on today? Oh, mate. I'll show you the rigs. Last night, mate. Oh, mate. 3:30 in the morning, me and Bruce got back from the Love Boat. For very obvious reasons. I didn't post that live for very obvious. Well, it was live, but I didn't post it back on. So I'm not a carp fisherman, guys, at all. He's trying to drive again. We had to get back here. That's how we got back here. We got back here on that. And we had an argument, who's driving and who's not driving. So we have set up a new company. It's called wildfarmtaxis.co.uk. It's all on the website, guys. All on the website. That's the old camera. That's the famous camera, look. That's the camera that Rob got for me. I've adjusted it and put a bit of sellotape or tape and that lot on it. But I'll just show you what my setup is going to be. I'm going to have to put this phone down a second. 1 second. Hang on, darling. Put that there. Oh. Probably all going to freaking fall off. I'm not going to do it like that because I'm just going to fall off. Hang on, sweetheart. Did you find out what the hair was hanging on? Mate, we did have a conversation after that, but... So what I'm going to do... God, I've got a splinter there. This is on the dangerous end. I'm going to have a string of boilies. okay, like that. And we got some braid just as a hook length here. I don't understand all this sort of fishing, but this is apparently this is a safe clip thing. So if it gets caught up, it'll come off. We've obviously got a barbless hook on there, and I'm going to put some fresh boilies on there. I've got some Mistral rose hip boilies that I'm going to put on the dangerous end there, and we've got like a proper bait runner. So these aren't fancy rods. I think I don't know what rod it is. It must say on there somewhere. It must say on there. Here. Winchwood. I'll say it on there. So this is Mickey Mouse carp stuff, but it'll do the job. I caught a catfish on it the other day. And this is what I'm going to be doing. So this is the bit that this rod here, this is a nice little rod. What make is it? Should say a make on there. I thought that was. It says Rogue, but I'm sure that's a. Here it is. That's what it's a barbel rod. It's very heavy duty rod. Okay, and I'm going to fish. That's my reel. It's got some pretty heavy line on there. Okay, I'm going to fish that. So that rod there. I'm going to fish that. It's not a fox rod. I'm going to fish that on a waggler, a conventional waggler. That's what I'm going to do. It's a barbel. So that's the rod. It's a very heavy duty rod. And I'm going to fish like a waggler on that rod. Okay. And basically this other rod, so I'm going to have two conventional rods out, like carp fishing, but I'm going to set my stall. I'm going to have two rods baited up for the catfish. They're like carp rods, but one of them's going to have a string of boilies like that, and the other one's going to have two massive halibut pellets on it. Okay. This isn't my sort of fishing, so I personally, let me put that on there. Personally, I would get bored. Hang on. I would get bored to death sitting there waiting for a fish, for one big fish. Me personally. I know you guys like doing that. That's fine. I've got no problem with that. Are they? I don't know if they are. They're ancient though, Mel. But this is I like this one. I like this. I've caught loads of fish off of that. So basically, I'm gonna have this tripody thing, or whatever they call it, set up with me two carp rods out, and I'll put these. They call them. Where is it? Just see the bloody thing. They got one of these things on, which will sink the line down, so I won't get. So this is for any matchman. Bruce knows about this sort of fishing. I don't, but the line basically will sink down. So if you got two rods out, one ain't going to get tangled up with the other, basically. And that's how naive I am when it comes to this sort of fishing. I'm going to have another rod. I'm going to have to go into my in my tackle shed. I've got tons of rods and that. I've got all sorts of bloody stuff in there. And I'm going to look for another feeder rod that's a heavy duty one. Hello, Bubba. And back lead. Thank you, Mark. It was a back lead. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Andrew. I'm going to back lead them. I'm going to fish on peg 1, I think, just purely because it's closest. And yeah, so that's basically going to be my setup. Then I'm going to fish a method feeder. So I'm going to fish the method out there as well. And I'll alternate from a waggler. And what I'm going to do, with a waggler, I'm going to fish maggot. Okay? A lot of maggot. I've got a container twice the size of that, and I'm going to be using that much maggots. I'm just going to keep spraying maggots out non-stop. So I love fishing shallow. I love fishing up in the water. Have you any Shimano bait runners? I've got 3 bait runners. I don't know if they're Shimano, William, but I'm going to fish a waggler, but heavy duty, and I'm going to try and catch some catfish on the waggler. I know that they come up in the water, and my theory, I'm going to fish it as though, not fishing a match, but I'm going to fish it as though I was fishing the Oaks Lake, for example. I'm just going to keep spraying maggots. Fish up in the water with maggot. I reckon that's exactly what I'm going to do, Brett. I don't know what time I'm going like. I don't really want to. I put a lot of pressure on myself the other day. I was so busy, and I got awkward with Kat, which ain't fair on her, because I was rushing around saying I'm going to be there at such and such a time for this live thing. I don't know. It'll probably be. I'd like to say round about midday. That's probably when I'll do it. Colesy, go for a brownie, he said. Colesy, that's for you. I love calamari. So do I. Oh. No, I'm not going to use any meat or anything like that, Craig. I'm going to fish maggot. And I'm going to try and go and dig some worms up. I've got some land over that the woman's just gone from at Wymington. I've got some land down there. I need to pop over there in the morning, take some signs now, because my phone's non-stop ringing about that land that I've got for sale. So I'm going to take my telephone number off there. I've put it in the hands of an estate agent now, but there's a big old muck heap there. There's a load of worms in it. So I might fish, on the method, I might fish that is a big, oh, it's two together. I was going to say, flipping heck. I just see two fish, it was them two actually sideways on, and I thought, flipping heck, it is a big fish anyway, but I thought it was a monster. And, yeah, so I might fish like a ledger lobworm or a method feeder lobworm, and from peg 1, which is over there, on the method, I'm going to chuck out towards the island. And it drops over. I'll explain a bit more what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I'm going to keep chucking. If I ain't had a bite on the method, okay, after 5 minutes or 3 minutes, I'm going straight back out there again. And I'm going to keep going out there as if you're like fishing for bream in Ireland or something like that. If you ain't had a bite, once that's hit the bottom and the tip ain't gone round, go out again, get some bait down there, And that's how I'm going to approach it. I'm happy for you guys to comment tomorrow. I'll have the camera there, and I'll put an extension lead out. I'll have to put it I'll have to get a load of extension leads all the way done because my phone keeps dying. Yeah, is that the old bowl, Dax, in Wymington? Old bowl. I've got some land up near there. Yeah, catfishing tomorrow, lads. Yeah, so catfish and carp. That's all that's in here. So we shouldn't be catching anything else like that. I will have a keep net there as well, because we just netted 800 pound in weight of fish out of here. Okay, and if you come here, you don't want to be bothered by really small fish. I have left a few fish in there that are stunningly lovely looking fish, which will grow on. And I don't want to take them out, but I've got a stock pond. I've got several stock ponds that if I catch anything small that I'm not happy with them being in there, then they will go out. And they will go in the stock ponds. So that's sort of going to be me. That's going to be me setup tomorrow. I don't want to do it too late. I don't want to be fishing this time of night because I'm probably going to have a barbecue with Kat. I might invite you lot to join us because I've got a couple of beers and I might even get Bruce there. Might have a barbecue tomorrow. Where are you based, buddy? I'm based near Wellingborough, Kev Elliott. I'm based near Wellingborough. So if you've just joined us, Kevin Elliott, this is Wold Farm Fisheries. It's all on the website, and my little mate Harry Breeze will post, hopefully, if he doesn't mind, he'll post up a link to our website. Harry Breeze, he's in charge of the operations side of things at Wold Farm. He's a 14-year-old fisherman, and Harry's gonna be the first person, hopefully the first person, to come and fish this lake when this lockdown's done. So I've invited young Harry because he's been helping me promote the fishery and our new website. Young Harry's going to be the first person, hopefully, to come, and as long as it fits in with his dad and that lot, he's going to be the first person to come and fish on here. Craig Palmer, the lake looks nice. The lakes are lovely, Craig. So this particular lake here, I'd say it's probably a couple of acres, nothing massive. And I only let 6 people fish it. So basically, this is where I live here. That's my kitchen window, and I'm sitting on the jetty here. And let's go over here so you can see a bit more. I'm going to put the kettle on as well while I'm here. Just bear with me a sec. Let me just let me put the kettle on a second. Have the prices changed for 24 hours, Dax, since the launch of the new website? No, I've had a few people saying that I'm too cheap. Not on this lake. It's not cheap on this lake. It's expensive. Well, I don't think. It's 20 quid for a day ticket on this lake, and it's 40 quid for 24 hours. If you're fishing in my back garden, I'm sorry guys, but you are going to have to pay for the privilege of that. And by me doing that, there's a few things, method behind my madness with charging good money for it. It keeps, this is no disrespect, and I mean this, guys. I had a conversation with someone today about this. No disrespect whatsoever to any carp people out there, because I know that some people take it seriously, others don't. But what I've had experience with and what I've seen firsthand, a lot of youngsters, and please don't take this the wrong way, and I'm not tarring everyone with the same brush, but what I have seen personally at other fisheries is you get a lot of youngsters that come and do the carp fishing. They throw a couple of rods out there, they sit and get stoned, and they get drunk and that lot, which if they want to do that, that's fine. And I'm being a bit, I don't smoke drugs or do any drugs anymore at all. That's another story of my life. Which I have actually openly said about stuff about that, but I don't want it here. I don't want it in my back garden. And to have a social and have a party there. I do like to party, as you guys well know, but not in my back garden, not with my family and that lot here. So if I charge 20 quid for a day ticket or 40 quid for 24 hours, I'm trying not to sound snobby or anything like that. I don't get the people that I don't want up here. Them sort of people I don't want up here. Let's put it like that. And I don't mean that disrespectfully whatsoever. If they want to do that, it's their life. They can do what they want. But I don't want it. This is my back garden. I don't want it here. I've got my kids and that lot here, and that lot. So please don't take that the wrong way, anyone, because I know, and I'm not trying to tar all carp fishermen with that at all. But it was Andy Coles I was speaking to about that. But it's not here. You don't get that. But I've seen it at other places, local places as well. That they go on a jolly. They just go in there. They leave bloody rubbish everywhere. It's not everyone, but some people leave rubbish everywhere, and that is not what I'm about. It's not me being snobby. I just don't want the rubbish and crap here. People say to me, where's your dustbin, mate? Where's your dustbin? I say, I ain't got one. I say, well, what am I going to do with the rubbish? I say, well, take it home with you. It's your rubbish, take it home with you. If I put rubbish bins out of it, I've got to put the prices up. It's more money that I'm going to have to charge you guys. I don't want the extra bill of it. I don't want rats everywhere and so on and so forth. I'm going to be really quick. I'm going to be 5 minutes because Kat's not in here now. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and I'm going to show you what peg. Just let me make myself a cup of tea. My throat's dry. And I'm not, that is no disrespect to anyone. I say how it is, and if you don't like me rules, you don't have to come up here at all. But that's just how I do things. I can't read your comments. Yeah, it is a day ticket, mate. A lot of lakes like this, a lot of places like this are syndicates. All right, Martin? A lot of places like this are actually syndicate waters, and but this is a day ticket water. I love to party. Don't get me wrong, I do, and I'm not. But there's a time and a place for things sometimes. You can't beat a good cup of tea. You're right there, mate. Bear with me 1 second. Hey, guess what I got for tea tonight, which I didn't have last night. Me and Bruce had peanuts for tea last night, talking about partying and being a muppet. I've got chicken tikka masala, baby. That's what I've got. Chicken tikka masala, which Kat made the other day. And thank you to Harry Breeze and Keith, who very kindly brought it up to my fishery for me. Wonderful of them to do that. Let's go out and have a... You just don't... Flipping heck, what the hell was that? Guys, I swear to God, man, that was something massive. I just thought, I swear to God, I thought Bruce had just bloody dived in the lake. That was massive. Look at the ripples on the water. Oh, I've got to get over here. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Not right a second. Right. Remind me to turn them lights off, will you? Oh, what I'm doing, guys. I've got a lot of building work going on here. Well, sort of refurbing and that lot. I've had to move this bit here so the kids don't fall over. That normally goes at the front so the kids don't fall over. All this lot's going to be painted up, and then in here, this bit will be cut out here, and then you'll have some steps going down here. And there'll be some more decking that comes all the way out there. It will be stunning. So that'll all be like massive load of decking all the way over there. But because of the lockdown, we've stopped, and now we're living off the savings and that lot now. So we can't continue with what we had in plan with all the stuff and that lot because we just ain't got the money. It's the long and short of it. But they are. We could be a lot worse off. We could be... well, luckily, I haven't had a mortgage since I was 30 years old. And I'm not into the bank. All the vehicles I own outright and that lot. And I've worked blooming hard to get what I got. So I could be a lot worse off. I could be having mortgages around my ear holes and this, that and the other. But I haven't. So we can live like that for... as long as we need to, really. But it's just a blooming shame that we're having to really dip into our savings just to pay the bills at the moment. So the other stuff, the house stuff, will have to wait. Simple as that. It's probably getting too dark now. I don't know. It's gone really, really dark all of a sudden. You can still see the lake. So we're in like a wooded bit here. So this is basically where I'm gonna... I started bringing some kit round earlier on because believe it or not, there is a lot of work in setting up these bloody Facebook lives. There's a little island there. My dad, yeah, it weren't my dad. I brought some stuff round here. I brought a keep net round here. This is going to be my chosen peg, basically. You got plenty of room to put a bivvy on there. So I've got a keep net out there ready. I'm going to fish. I'm going to chuck out to the island from here. I might move to peg 2. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I've just stuck this lot here for the time being. But I've got a big expanse of water out there. I've got a small island in front of me there. And I've got another island on there. You've got to book on for this lake. It only has 6 pegs. That's what I was just about to say, guys. So you've got pegs 1 and 2 here. So I'm in peg 1 here. Okay. Peg 2. Peg 2 is here. So you can have like a social if you like, because normally a lot of time you get 2 people fishing. So from that peg there to here, you've got enough room, but you've got all of this bank here to fish. there, and then you have to walk all the way around. It's miles round here to peg 3 and 4. I mean, a lot of other fisheries, I'll be honest with you, there'd be a peg in here, 100%. They would put loads and loads of pegs on here. But that's another reason why. That's the ramp where you come out. But let me show you. It's dark in here because I'm in the wooded bit. Yeah, exactly. Where's Bruce gone to fish? Where's Bruce going to fish? I reckon peg 3 would be a good. Yeah. So I sort of was thinking about fishing peg 3, and I think peg 3 will be mustard tomorrow. So we're coming round to peg 3 now. Now Bruce is going to go old school. When he fishes this lake here, and I wouldn't want every Tom, Dick and Harry doing this. Obviously I trust Bruce. And let me go up here. Hang on a sec. And he's going to fish a centre pin. That's how he's going to fish it. And he's caught some monsters off here on the centre pin. And that's basically the long and short how he's going to fish. I might be able to... Problem is the old trees are growed like mad. They've got all the leaf on them now. When we had this lockdown, I don't know if you guys can remember, anyone that's been following this, excuse me, since the lockdown, there weren't any leaves on the trees at all. And now look at it. Look at the blooming lake. You can't see in there. Before I could do this and you'd see straight into the lake, but yeah, it's all trees. It's all the leaves come on. Oh, it's a fine brew. Come up here because you have actually got a bit more light. That's peg 3 over here. So you get a lot. You get an awful lot of daylight on there. And the sun comes round, so the sun's on that all the time. So I'm on top of a mound here. This is where I dug the lake out. How long ago do you think I dug this lake out, guys? First one to say it gets a cup of tea from me when you come up here next. Oh, that's what I had to say. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Hang on, I'm going to get stung here. Oh, Robert Rose. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Robert Rose, he put 20 quid in with all the beer and that lot as well, bless his heart. 20 years ago, you got it, not Keith. He put 20 quid in. He said, I said to you, if you jump in that lake naked, I'll give you 20. And I didn't realise he'd done that. And bless his heart, he put 20 quid in with all the beer and that lot as well. And it's not for me. I'll do a charity festival for cancer-related things. And that's where I'll put that 20 quid in here. So this is a blinding spot here. So there's so many features here. I think personally, that this is the shallowest part of the lake is peg 3. Okay, and but I think you've got so many features here. I would personally say this is one of the best pegs on the whole lake. You've got you've got the ramp over there. You've got a massive reed bed, and the wind blows up in this corner. They do follow the wind on this lake. You've got the island that goes to, you've got a shallow bit there as well, you've got the margins, you've got so much scope on peg 3. For me, peg 3 is the one. So if Bruce fished peg 3 and I fished peg 2, basically we're covering most of the lake, aren't we? Colsey, I've just done the Wi-Fi. I'm putting a massive infrastructure into it now, Andy. That's what I had to shoot off yesterday, and putting a lot of infrastructure in that. We got a good. Well, I haven't spoke to you about this, Andy. I went with EE. So we're now on peg 4 now. So peg 3, like I say, peg 3 and 4 are pretty close to each other, talking distance. I've put Yeah, I've got the Wi-Fi thing in there now, Andy. So I've got all these cameras, all the CCTV. I can pick up on my phone, so I can look at anywhere, all around the site, all round here. I've got it all on my phone now, and I never had that before. So that's a blessing. That is, especially for Dad, as well, because he's out all the time. He's out now. He's out now, nosing about, make sure no one's about. Bruce is out. He's out lamping tonight. He's after an old fox. So luckily, we've got a good network of people and the camera system, which is really good. Kat's just joined us. Kat, I'm looking over at our little house. But we went with what you said, Andy. Remember when you come up, Colesy, and said about, we done the test, didn't we, with 3 network, and also, I've got to go. Have a good night. See you later, Craig. Take it easy, mate. I'm shutting off shop in a minute. Yeah, so I've kind of we went for 3 because it is the fastest speed network that there was. It was a lot more expensive, but the router thing we got in as well, and is really good. But what we're going to do, we're putting fibre optic. Is it fibre optic? We're putting all that all around the site as well. Can you come nearer to the cabin? I need to take the girls out in the buggy. I'm coming back now, darling. I'll be 5 minutes, sweetheart. You know the score. On the dance floor. I'm joking. I'm coming back now. I'm walking round now. I'm on peg. I've just come off peg 4, Kat. And this is how me and Kat communicate now. We have to do it through Facebook Lives. Me and her just had a conversation today. I'll tell you what, this lockdown, we've always been best mates anyway, but this lockdown, as if it was possible, has made us even closer, I think. Even the bestest mates out. So, yeah, I can hear my little girls. I don't understand all this modern technology stuff, as you can tell with my phone and stuff. But yeah, that's the sort of like the network stuff we're putting in. We have got wireless cameras and everything as well. I think they call them bridges and switches and all that sort of jazz. But because we've got such a big area, we can't hardwire everything in. I've got ducting everywhere too. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Right, so tomorrow, I'm not going to say a time. When I'm getting close to it, I'll give you sort of like an hour's notice, and when I'm going to come on here. But we're going to go, not match fishing, not necessarily match style, but we're not going to be fishing totally conventional carp and catfish ways of trying to catch some fish. We're thinking outside the box. I've got a serious amount of maggot. I'm going to be spraying maggot. I'm going to try and get the fish to come up in the water. And we're going to have some fun on there, hopefully. So I don't want to be catching too many. I'm not saying I will, I don't know. But I'd like to catch a few catfish, even the small ones, and try and crop them out, and they can go in the stock ponds and that. That's, yeah, my blooming daughter threw something in here. You could hear her laughing earlier on. There it is there.
It's just that you can take the mum to ground.
No, I'll take him for a walk.
No, I'll take her for a walk because they won't go to sleep with you talking.
Oh, I'm coming in. She give me the baby monitor. There's my boy, look. There's my boy. There's Alfie. See little Alfie on the baby monitor? I'm just going to get this out here because she bloody freaks you. Hang on a sec. Whenever she... Oh, I'll end up going in the drink now. I ain't going in the drink. She's taking the girls for a walk when the buggy try and get them to sleep. Look. Bless her heart. She'll do a better job than me, look. She's got her pyjamas on. She's got her pyjamas on taking the kids. Right, she nearly fell in there then. there. Look at that gut on me, for Christ's sake. Seriously, man. I need to lose some weight. I'll shut this door so the bloody flies don't get in. Forgot to put the milk away. Let's read some of these things. Let's read some of these comments. All right, Bryn, that was a bit messy. 3:30, Bryn. 3:30 in the morning, mate. 3:30 in the morning. Didn't even get me chicken tikka masala. I'm having that tonight. If you want 5 hours single mode or my David, do you do stuff like that then, David? What a picture that is over the lake to your house. Lovely. You up for it, mate? I owe Dax a grand and some Easter eggs and beer. Listening ears. You don't owe me nothing, Robert, but never bet me, mate. I am a man of my word. If I say I'll do something, I'll do it, mate. For the jump in the pool. Listening ears. I will book now, Dax, for this year or the year, as I would love to see you all and fish one of your top waters. Good. You just need a good dump, mate. Paul Nichols, why do you always have to lower the flipping tone? You're an animal. How are you, Mark? Yeah, I'll just make sure Alf is... Look at this, he's so cute. He's such a good little boy, he really is. Look at him on there. Fast asleep. So cute. Right, guys, I'm going to sign off. He told me I can fish for free for life. He's a man of his word. I am a man of my word, Colesy, and this is for you. And that's my right hand, not my left hand. You and your family, Bruce, keep us entertained. Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, I'm being serious. I hope, for my sake, that they do this lockdown, because I can't keep talking. I can't keep telling you all my stories. I won't have nothing to talk to you about when I come and see you. I'll tell you what will be good. I'll tell you what will be very good, and we can all meet there. It ain't gonna happen this year, the festival. I'm gonna make an announcement because it's just not, it ain't gonna happen. So, and it quite rightly it shouldn't happen, but I've been hoping and hoping. This will be the first year that I've not raised money for the charity thing. But me and Kat have got an idea about that. That's why I went and weighed myself. And Kat's going to do probably a little Facebook Live. I'll go on to that in 2 seconds. I was going to go. This is why I don't get anything done. I ain't finished yet, Anthony. You're going to have to be stuck with me just for another 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah, the festival. We could all meet up, have a beer. We can go into the Love Boat. For those that don't know me or have never met me, or Bruce or Kat or the kids and that lot, it won't happen this year, but next year, it'd be nice to meet people, and especially that knob end who was commenting the other day. What's his name? That dickhead. What's his name? I forget his name. I want to befriend him. I want to go. Actually, I've got loads of messages on my Facebook thing, and he sent a really horrible... What's his name, Colesy? Can you remember? I want to meet him, but I feel sorry for him. I think I've got too much of a... Colesy, what was the guy's name? Yeah, you'll meet me old man as well. Flipping it. We could tell you loads of stories. Colesy, what's that horrible man's name? David Cork, that's it. So I tagged Colesy and Robert as well. I haven't looked, that's it, David Cork. I'm going to befriend him because I feel, do you know what? He told me to F off and that lot today, this bloke. So obviously I'll give him the right reply, I'll give him that. And, but I feel sorry for him. For people like that, Colesy said he's only got 16 friends on Facebook. That's 16 more than I've got. But I feel so for someone to be so bitter and twisted, and I'm being serious now, I'm not mucking about. For someone to be so bitter and twisted and doesn't know me or anything about how he got it on the Facebook thing, I really don't know. But I feel sorry for the guy. I really do. And I can bring some happiness into his life. And I'm being serious now. I can. I know I can. I can get him in that love boat. I'll get a few beers down him if he wants a drink. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? I swear to God, Alfie just done a fart. Alfie just done a fart that... This is how long it went on for. I swear to God, it went... like that, for that long, and I'm not joking. Look at him, butter wouldn't melt. You must have heard... Did you hear it, Colesy? Did you hear that? I swear to God, that must have been for like 30 seconds fart. He must have shit himself. He's got to shit himself. And look, it's though butter wouldn't melt. Flipping, he's like Bruce. He takes after Bruce. Anyway, did you hear that? Seriously, did you actually hear that? Cheers, mate. It's hard, but we're getting there. Again. No, joking apart, I feel sorry for the guy. For someone to be that bitter and twisted, he must have such a nothing in his life to be so bitter and twisted like that. Did you hear it, Harry? Seriously, Harry, did you hear that fart? That weren't me. I swear to God it weren't me. I promise you it was Alfie. Look, I've got him on a monitor, one of these little monitor things. Cat's give me to make sure he's okay. And he's just flipping, and he's not even moved. If I'd done that, I'd woke myself up and I'd be giggling to myself, not him. He's sound asleep. Oh dear. Chicken tikka. He's now on here. Is he? No, he's not. David Cork, are you on here? I really hope he's on here. I feel sorry for the guy. I'll just invite him back. Colesy, you're such a twat. Oh dear. Did you hear it? Harry did hear it. Mate. It was him farting. It was not me, I swear. No, that don't record. Well, I don't know. I'll ask Cat. Cat will blame it on me anyway. Cat will blame it on me. Anyway, that's the other thing I was going to say to you. I keep getting distracted. I'll keep talking till Cat comes back. Oh, I've got a dent in my head now. What Cat's going to do, she's going to do like a GoFundMe page or something like that. I don't want nothing out of it. I don't want no money. I won't take no money out of it at all. But I'm Wazza, what you think about be able fish again from Monday? Fingers crossed. I think Wazza that I'm hoping that they won't relax the rules and people can't go fishing is the honest answer. We've already had a conversation about that. You lot don't want to hear that, but that's what I'm hoping. Well, I'm not hoping, because I'd love it all to go away, but it ain't going away. But anyway, we've already spoken about that. What I am going to do, I've just weighed myself. And how much did I weigh? Do you talk? I don't normally talk. I swear to God, Anthony, I don't normally talk. I could talk about fishing all day long. Fishing and shooting and stuff like that I'm interested in. I could talk all night long. Well, we'll give you $5 for that part. So, how much did I weigh? That's what I wanted to know. Is there anyone watching this for when I actually went and weighed myself? I think it was 16 stone, 15.9, right. So, 15.9. No, it weren't 17 stone, my arse. Philip, you can kiss my fat one. It weren't 90, you lot, mate. It was 15.9, Mick Davenport, I'm going for that. It was 101 kilograms. Thank you, Rob. Rob wouldn't lie. What on... You lot make me laugh. You don't want... No, I'm going to... Right, so what I'm going to do... Someone said about a triathlon thing. I'm going to get myself fit. Because if I get this coronavirus, mate, I've had it, I reckon. I'm out. I've listened to myself on the Facebook videos. I love listening to the sound of my voice. So sometimes I watch them back and I think, I didn't say that, did I? No, I didn't say that. I didn't start bollock naked and jump in that. I didn't do that, did I? I did not do that. So I have to sometimes watch the video back to make sure things aren't inappropriate and that lot. So we've got 18.2, 15.9, 19 plus, 115. Mate, I'm going to do it. So each day, I'm not 100% sure, but this is just a couple of ideas that I'm going to do. The trout lake is gin clear. It's lovely in there. So maybe I'm going to do like 5 laps of that. Maybe not 5, maybe 2 to start off with and maybe get to 5. Then I'm going to do some bicycle riding because I've got my bicycle here, a mountain bike thing, which I do use sometimes. Obviously not enough. And then Kat said about running, but I ain't running. I need a bra. If I'm running, I would actually need a bra. Did you watch the video back of your crack? I did, mate. I did. I was laughing to myself. I was actually laughing at myself. Anyway, I'm going to do that. Now, if I do that, I think I can raise some money. If I set myself a target, I reckon I can, because there are a lot of people who are giving it all the big un, that's my right hand, by the way, giving it all the big un, saying, and that, and if I say I'll do something, I'll do it. So, I reckon I can do it and raise some money for my charity festival. Jimmy's leaving. And I reckon I can do it. So Kat is going to set up a page and I'm going to lose some weight. So that means not a lot of drinking. Bruce is going to have to do the drinking. At least he'll talk. At least he can talk when he's had a drink. Running's no good to get some gym stuff. I don't know anyone called Jim. I think you should try to beef up and get to 20 stone. You're a twat. She left. No, this is my right. This is my right, Robert Bevans. We've had this conversation times, Robert. This is my right hand. Look, my right hand. This is it. I'll give you £100 per stone. £100 per stone. I don't want to be flipping anorexic, Colsey. I sent mine by post. Yeah, I bet you have, Mark. No more love boat for you, mate. No, I can still go in there. I need to have a proper plan. See, I won't lose weight unless I have to. If I've got a challenge, if someone gives me a challenge, I'll do it. And I'll do it to the best I can. But it's me right. I'm going to prove a point. Robert, you're obviously new to this, Robert Bevans. Run to the love boat, swim the lake after 10 pints of sand. That might work. Right, so this is my right hand. They have the pizza, fatty. This is my right hand. I'm just going to prove something to that chap here. Look, I'm stood here. The window's there. Okay, I'm stood here. This is my right hand. Reflection in the mirror. This is my right hand. Right. I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to turn the camera around. This is so weird. This is my right hand. I've not moved. This is my right hand. I have conversations like this to myself all the time. Flipping out, I'm good looking. I might be fat, but I'll tell you what. No wonder I'm fighting the women off. No wonder Kat loves me. Oh, mate. You should have it tomorrow or Monday. Have what tomorrow or Monday? Have you actually, Mark? Bless your heart. Mark, have we met before? I'm sure it was you that said you'd done a bit of gamekeeping and that lot. I'm sure it was you, Mark. I've read a comment this morning. Dax is on the seafood diet. Seafood and eat it. Oh, I haven't heard that before, Robert. And the chicken tikka. Oh no. Oh no night. Oh no night. What does that mean, Keith? Triathlon, get an exercise bike at the trout lake and try and catch a brownie while having a few. You've been on the Brucey. Oh, mate. Have you got a D? Oh, God, yeah, I have. It's called Cat. I bet she's taking the kids and the dog for a walk. Yep. Yep, gold HRV. What's that mean? Grey hair for charity. I've just had a haircut, mate. Look. I could grow my hair if I wanted to. I choose to have my hair cut like this. I can't believe Alfie farted like that. Look at him. I'll tell you what, I've learnt a lesson. And I've done him a favour by eating all his Easter eggs and that. That's why I've got so fat. Flipping Robert again brought all the Easter eggs round for the kids and that, and I ate them all. Only at the back. Oi, Colesy, you're in the same boat as me, mate. I just don't get how, I'll tell you what I better go and do, turn them lights off. Oh. Be back, I've got to go and turn these lights off before I forget. All right, Andy, only at the back. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. I will actually be back in a minute. I'll turn the lights off, otherwise I'll forget. Bloody geese, wake up in the bleeding morning. Nearly fell in the bloody lake again. Under HRV, I'm the guy who can't walk well. No bacon butty. So we have met then, Mark. I forget, I'll see so many people. No bacon butty tomorrow, and he's ginger. I was just going to say something. What was I going to say then? I'll tell you what. Kat's taking the piss a bit. She said I'll only be 5 minutes, and she must have been like 6 minutes now. I'm going to have a flipping word with her, I'll tell you. What's going on here then? Been beaten with you many years ago at Bromborough Estates with Sam Winkle. I'm going to check your Facebook thing out. 5 minutes. I've heard that one before. Cat's at the Love Boat with Bruce. He probably is, yeah. At least you have all the meat you've ever need for the barbecue. Exactly, Harry. Oh, Harry, I want to show you something in a minute. Hang on, I'm going to go and do it now. Bloody flies are coming in here. It will take me some time to work out who you were, but I got there, Mr. Coles. He's a knobbin, that's what he is. I'm putting the kettle on again. I want to show you something, young Harry. Here, Harry. That's my chicken tikka masala, boy. That's what you got for me, you and your dad. Chicken tikka masala. So I'm going to eat. I'm having my meal on you tonight, mate. Thank you, young Harry. Colesy, when I finish this Facebook Live, I'm going to phone you in a sec. Yeah, no, I don't need to actually. I'm not going to phone you. Colsey, I've got 26 cameras, Colsey. I'm going to show you the quality of the CCTV. So I've just got it on. Here, you look at the. Hang on, let me. I'm going to click on. Hang on a sec, Andy. I'm going to click on, for example, to the festival field. Hang on, how do I do that? Oh, learning about all this. Look how clear this is, Colsey. Look at that. It's pitch black out there. Look how crystal clear that is. You see it, Andy? Crystal clear. We've got cameras on all the buildings and everything now, Andy. You can see that where the lights comes back, there's cameras everywhere. Cameras on. They've got absolutely loads on there. But look how, Andy, look how clear that is. It's like daylight. Absolutely like daylight. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Oh. Hang on, I wonder if that's in there. Colsey, I'm going to show you something here, look. Yeah, here she comes. I'm going to do the chicken tikka masala now. Look, and I just want to show you something, how lucky Kat is. And I'm being serious now. This is how lucky she is, look. That was me and her on our wedding day. Look how happy she is to be married to me. I've just heard her come back. And I've just heard the kids as well. Hey, look at that. This was my actual wedding suit, look. And on the back I had Wild Farm Fishers and Shooting on there. What I should have had, rather than, this is actually my wedding day. So that's a Kat's wedding dress. And this is I had like a shooting suit on. And on it says Wild Farm Fishers and Shooting. So what I need to do now is have www.wildfarm.co.uk. You don't need a medal, mate. Flipping out. Right, I'm going. My wife's just come back. You all right, darling?
Yeah, 50% success.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Why are you still up?
She kept going, Daddy. Daddy? Daddy? You could have a daddy.
Say it. I've been teaching her. She's got a few words she can say. What the first thing she ever said, what come out of her mouth was www.wildfarm.co.uk.
It wasn't, was it? It was Mummy, and I'm very proud of that because the other two didn't. They said Daddy first.
I've just shown them how lucky you were to marry me, Kat.
Is that what you spotted? Who's that, Scarlett? Who's that?
Look, there's a hole in the thing there, Kat. Look.
I know.
I threw a dart and it went through your head.
Is Daddy silly?
Right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Say good night.
Night.
Say good night. Oh, good. Kiss. Mwah. No kisses. No kisses.
No, I'm not performing chip, are you?
Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Right, see you later, guys. See you tomorrow. I'll let you know. Say bye-bye. 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 I'll let you know in the morning or some stage, an hour before I do the live thing. Say bye.
Bye.